Hi, so this is the camera here with the 7artisans 25mm lens attached to it. As you can see, it's a bit shorter than the included 14 to 42mm lens that comes with the camera. It's a little bit shorter. Looks really cool, and you'll notice here that it has manual aperture ring and it has manual focus ring, which makes the lens pull out a bit. So that makes the lens a lot of fun to use. As you can see, manual focusing, and you have manual aperture. So if you set an ISO that is set, you can use the ring, and there's only manual focus, so of course this doesn't matter. This switch doesn't matter anymore as well. So that's a lot of fun. Some things with this lens though is because it is not a Panasonic lens, it has no optical image stabilization built in because there's no electronics inside of it. And one more thing that I had to make sure was set in the menu was on this page, the shoot without lens setting has to be on because it has no electronics. The camera does not detect the lens, so you have to make sure that it works without a lens on, and then technically it does detect, it does work. And I'm just going to pop it off here. As you can see, one more thing that I want to make known is that if you line it up and you click it in, nice clicky sound, but if you press the button it keeps moving, which is quite terrifying and kind of not good. As you can see, my lens has a bit of scratches on it because I screwed it in too far. It's possible to keep turning it to the right and pass the click if you hold the button down, which is quite scary, and I think it does fit in the wrong alignments as well. So overall, the lens is fun to use, but just the screw mount is kind of scary to use. Make sure you don't damage the mount on your camera, but other than that, it's a lot of fun. I'll show some comparison photos real quick. And yeah, that's the 7artisans 25mm micro four thirds lens on the Lumix Panasonic G7 camera. So obviously these two photos compare the default 14 to 42mm lens that came with the camera and the 7artisans 25mm. And one more thing I want to point, it comes with this nice little bag which fits a lens. Yeah, I put my other lens in there, so that's always a nice bonus.